Good morning, children. This is the third part or the last part of the chapter. Before starting the explanation of this part, just let me tell you one thing, that in the second part, in exothermic reaction, I have given you the example for dissolution of calcium oxide, that is quicklime, in water. And I said that when you dissolve that, and after dissolving you can see that effervescence is coming out, and then you touch the bucket from outside. Instead of outside, I said upper part of the bucket. It is not upper part, it is the outer part. Okay, by mistake I said upper part instead of outer part. Touch the bucket from the outer part of the bucket, you touch, and you will feel you'll see that the bucket will become hot. Just make this correction, children. Okay, this is just by mistake I said the upper part. It is not the upper part, it is the outer part of the bucket. Okay, now we will start with classification of physical and chemical change. Page number 7. The notes are in front of you. Take out the notes and take the book also, but don't open the book. Now it is not required. When it will be required, I'll tell you. Physical change, classification of physical and chemical change. In that, some of the changes which are the physical example of physical change, and some of the changes which are the example of chemical change, that I will discuss here. Physical change, melting is one of the physical change. Melting is a process which is a physical change. Melting, what is melting? It is a physical process in which a solid changes to liquid. You all know about it. Ice is melting into water, that is the process is melting. So ice is the solid. When solid to liquid, that is water is the liquid, then the process is known as melting. And a particular temperature at which the solid melts, that particular temperature is known as melting point. So every solid is having a different melting point, respective melting point. Every solid is having a particular melting point. Now the melting point of water is 0 degrees centigrade. Okay, now so melting is a physical change. It is a reversible change. If you reverse the condition, then again it is you'll get the from ice to water, water to ice, that already so many times I discussed. So it is a reversible change, it is a desirable change, and an endothermic change. As I told you that for the melting of ice, it is required heat, it is absorbing heat, so it is an endothermic process also. Freezing, the physical process in which, just the opposite of melting, in which the liquid convert to solid. When water freezes to ice, then it is freezing. Okay, so that physical, it is also a physical process. The physical process in which liquid changes to solid when cooled is called freezing. Freezing point, the temperature, the particular temperature at which the liquid starts to freeze. Now freezing point is also, it's fixed for a particular liquid. So here the freezing point of water is also 0 degrees centigrade. Now melting point of ice is also 0 degrees centigrade. Freezing point of water is also 0 degrees centigrade. It is also a physical change, it is a reversible change, it is a desirable change, and it is an exothermic change. Okay, now children, take out page number 8. Now boiling, the process in which a liquid heated so that it changes into its vapor state. Liquid to vapor is boiling, and boiling point, the particular temperature at which the liquid start to boil. Like that, it is also having a specific value for a specific liquid. The specific, what is the boiling point of water? The boiling point of water is 100 degrees centigrade, that all you know. Pure water. Okay, pure water boils at 100 degrees centigrade. It is a desirable change, physical change, and a reversible change. Okay, now next is sublimation. It is a process in which a solid changes directly to its vapor form. Actually, what is happening when you are giving heat, then solid first changes to liquid, and then again from liquid it is changing to vapor. But some of the solids are there which on heating it is directly changing from solid to its vapor form. And if you are cooling it, if you are reversing the condition, then directly it will come from vapor to solid. In between, the liquid form will not form, and you know about it. In standard 6 you have learned that. So some of the examples, some of the material which is showing, some of the compound which is showing the sublimation, that is camphor, then ammonium chloride, then your naphthalene, all these substances are showing sublimation. They are known as sublime substance. The substance which is showing the sublimation property, they are known as sublime substance. They are directly changing from solid to vapor and vapor to solid. So it is a physical change. If you are heating a substance, this substance, it will change to vapor, and then again if you are condensing it, if you are cooling that vapor, then you will get the solid. Okay, now in here I just want to tell you, just take out children page number 15, that is action time 6. Here let me just explain what is action time 6. So take out the book, page number 15. I'm waiting for 2 minutes. I hope you have got it. Okay, just see action time 6. It is what is written here: to observe the process of sublimation. What are the things, what are the materials they have taken? They have taken camphor and a china dish. You can see the figure, china dish and a burner. Now take few pieces of camphor in the your china dish, and then you heat it. Okay, now if we heat it, then what will happen? What is the observation that you can see? You can see that the camphor, previously it was a solid thing, but when we are giving heat to camphor, then it directly changes to gas or vapor. Okay, so this is a process of sublimation. Next is your evaporation. Again come back to page number 8. Page number 8, that is evaporation. Evaporation, at the last it is given in the notes. The evaporation is a process of changing liquid into vapor. Liquid into boiling is process of changing liquid into when vapor state only. Okay, and evaporation is also process of changing liquid into vapor, but for boiling it is required a particular temperature, and evaporation can take place at any temperature. Okay, it is there is a difference between the boiling and evaporation. When you will read this chapter, then I'll discuss about it. And this evaporation, I told you that drying of clothes, okay, that it is a reversible change, it's a physical change, it's a desirable change, and it's an endothermic change. Okay, now dissolving, page number 9. Dissolving, what is dissolving? Dissolving involves mixing of solid or liquid into a liquid. That means you can mix a solid into a liquid, or you can mix the liquid into a liquid. Suppose you are mixing salt into water, that means you are mixing solid into liquid. And if you are mixing water and milk, that means you are mixing two liquids. Okay, so the example, dissolving sugar in milk. Sugar is solid and milk is liquid, so it is a solid liquid mixture. And dissolving of water into milk, that is water is also liquid, milk is also liquid, so liquid mixture. That is dissolving. Okay, it is not only that solid is dissolving, liquid is also dissolving in liquid. Chemical changes. So these are the examples of physical changes. Chemical changes. Digestion is one of the chemical change. It is the process of breaking food that we are taking. It's a process of breaking down of food by chemical and enzyme. Okay, it is a chemical process because it is breaking down the food. It is forming a totally new substance, and totally new thing is forming whose composition is totally different. So it's a chemical process. It gives what it gives. It gives energy to the body. In this process of digestion, new substances are formed. Okay, it forms simpler substance. Okay, breaking down the food into simpler substance, that is chemical and enzyme. So it is a chemical process. It is an irreversible. Once it is broken down, we will not get the food again, what we have taken. So it is a chemical change. It is an irreversible change, and it is an exothermic change. When the process of digestion is going on, then heat is evolved. It is an exothermic change. Am I clear? Next is respiration. The respiration, what is respiration? Exhaling and inhaling the air. Oxygen we are inhaling and carbon dioxide we are exhaling. Now the process by which the living organism take in oxygen, and not only the taking in oxygen and exhaling carbon dioxide, not only that, what is happening when they are taking oxygen, then the oxygen break down the food to produce energy, and carbon dioxide is formed. Okay, this full process is known as respiration. It is a chemical change. It's an irreversible change. It's a desirable change. We want. Respiration is a desirable change. Digestion is a desirable change. We want. That is helpful for us. And it is an exothermic change. That respiration is an exothermic change. Digestion is an exothermic change. For in both the cases, heat is evolved. Heat is going away. It is coming out. Okay. And these two are the example of chemical change. Next is your burning. Burning, a chemical reaction. Burning is a chemical reaction. You know that any substance when mixing with oxygen, that is burning. Burning means any substance mixing with oxygen. It is also known as combustion. That is a new word. Combustion is a new word. Anything mixing with oxygen, that means it is known as combustion. A chemical reaction that involves the combination of fuel with oxygen. Heat is released during burning. You all know about it. It is nothing new. I don't have to say anything about it. Heat is released during burning. When something burns, heat is released. So it is an irreversible chemical and exothermic change. Heat is evolved, so it is an exothermic change. Rusting. Rusting is also an example of chemical reaction. Already I discussed about the rusting. Okay, what is rusting? It is the iron substance. When we are keeping iron substance outside for some days, then it is mixing with the oxygen and the water vapor present, moisture present in the atmosphere, and because of this, iron is making its oxide, which is known as iron oxide. The formula of iron oxide is Fe2O3. That is rust. It is forming a coating, red coating over the iron object. It is a permanent change. We can't remove rust, so it is a permanent change. It is undesirable. The material is becoming the iron object is now, it is no more remain as iron object. Some one layer is formed over the iron object, so it is of no use then. So it is an undesirable change, it is irreversible change, and it's a chemical change. Curdling. Curdling already explained in action time 2, that is, it is the forming of curd from milk. It is a desirable change. We want it because we want to take curd, and it is a chemical change. It's an irreversible change. Next is photosynthesis. Photosynthesis already I explained in page number 6 when I was explaining that. Photosynthesis is the process by which green plants making their food. So it is for making the food, green plants need something, that is chlorophyll should be present, green pigment. Green leaves is having the pigment, that is chlorophyll, and it is required sunlight, carbon dioxide, and it is taking sunlight. So I told you it is an endothermic change. So it is an irreversible, it is chemical, it's desirable, it's required for the plants, otherwise they will not get the food. Desirable, and it's an endothermic change. Okay. Now action time 7, it is your in page number, just take out page number is 17, page number 17. Just take out page number 17. Now the action time 7 is given. What I think I don't have to say anything about it, because already I explained it so many times that when you're burning a candle with a matchstick, then you can see that after sometimes the candle is becoming little short. Why? Because when a candle burns, that means wax is burning, it is giving you smoke and water, and you can feel the heat. So burning of candle is a chemical change, but melting of wax is a physical change. Repeatedly I am saying two changes are going together here. When you are burning a candle, two changes are going together. One is melting of wax and another is burning of candle. Burning of candle is giving you some product, that is water vapor and carbon dioxide. Okay, and melting of wax a little bit, and for that only we are getting, again when we are burning a candle, we are getting little wax again after burning also, and the candle is becoming small day by day. So it is a physical change also associated with that, chemical change also associated with this. So burning of candle, but burning of candle, if you'll say, it is a chemical change. If you'll say melting of wax, it is a physical change. Okay. Now next, this end the chapter here, and I told you that please copy the note before seeing the video. If you have not copied the note till now, please copy the note in your fair notebook and sit with the notes while seeing the video and the book also, and then it will be clear to you. Please listen to the video carefully, and the question answers of this chapter as well as question answers of chapter 1, both the things I will do. If it is if I can do it in the book, I'll do it in the book, and then I'll send the photograph to you through School Tree app only, and if required then I will write it in the paper also, and I'll send the photograph to you. And don't worry, first you just go through the video, learn the chapter, and question answers after some days I'll send to you. Okay, till then, take care of your health, eat properly, sleep properly, and goodbye.